This is Steve Jobs talking about Facebook and privacy issues. Roll tape.
Silicon Valley's not monolithic. We've always had a very different view of privacy than some of our colleagues in the Valley. We take privacy extremely seriously. And some people want to share more data than other people do. Ask them. Ask them every time. Make them tell you to stop asking them if they get tired of you asking them. Let them know precisely what you're going to do with their data.
Wow. Doesn't that sound like good advice to Facebook 8 years ago? Maybe. Joining us now, the host of The Next Revolution with Steve Hilton. Steve Hilton himself is with us now. Look, it seems to me that Facebook is having a leadership crisis. Zuckerberg is, what, 33, is a genius when it comes to computing, but I'm not sure he should be running this kind of company.
Right, Stuart, let's get a couple of things out there first. Every time we talk about Facebook, as we did on my show on Sunday, I get my disclosure out there. My wife is a PR executive at Facebook. So it's probably just as well that we're talking about this here in studio. I'm 3,000 miles away because I'm not going to have very polite things to say about the situation. The other thing, though, just on that clip from Jobs, Apple cannot really lecture anyone on privacy when right now in China they say they care about privacy and data. They just handed over all their users' data basically to the Chinese government in order to get into China. So let's not have any lectures from them about this. However, the big point on Facebook, I think really what this goes to actually is the business model of not just Facebook, but YouTube, Google, all these advertising-funded internet businesses where basically you get a free product in exchange for giving up your privacy. And I think this latest scandal is actually more important in the conversation it's prompting about that whole way of running these vast services that everyone gets involved in, and people are now thinking seriously about the consequences of that.
If there's any regulation of Facebook or other social networks which impinges on their ability to make money from the information they control, you do that, and you've changed the business model of Facebook and all the rest of them, and you've changed it negatively in terms of their profits and stock price going further.
I think that's right, but I think another point I'd make on the regulation is, for me, the important issue here is not so much regulating the behavior of these companies. The real issue is a lack of competition in these marketplaces. And so I think the type of regulation you really want to see is much more structural. It's actually, as one of my guests on the show on Sunday was arguing, breaking up these companies so that you get much more competition, because it's become an incredibly monopolistic world.
Trouble is, antitrust regulations are written for a totally different era for industrial companies and not for computer companies. That's the problem.
That's right.
Serious question. Do you think Sheryl Sandberg would be a better executive at this point in time for Facebook, facing what they're facing?
I'm not going to get into management changes at Facebook, but I'm not just dodging. I'm not just dodging the question, Stu. Actually, I think that the real point is that whoever's on top, these fundamental issues remain, which is this business model that depends on people giving up their privacy, and the structural issues of a lack of competition in these markets. Whoever's running either Facebook or Google or YouTube, or any of them, those issues are there, and I think we need to deal with them seriously.
We have made a bargain, haven't we? You get my information, and I get your service for free.
Exactly, and it's not just Facebook. We were just talking about YouTube. It's the same. People have been complaining all week about the fact that YouTube says that, you can control your privacy settings and it doesn't follow you around. Of course it does. Every video you ever watched, when you go around with your phone, literally where you go physically, Google tracks you, Apple, it's all there for these companies to use to make money. That's the fundamental issue that we all have to grapple with.
Yes, we do. And I'm not sure how well I grapple with it.
My version of grappling with it, as I think we've discussed before, is just not having a phone, and then there's a big part of my life they can't track.
There you go.
You do have a phone,
I
surely?
Do not.
You don't?
No.
Wait a minute, you don't have one?
I don't. I haven't had one for 6 years.
That's right. Isn't that amazing?
That's the real revolution.
How did we get in touch with you?
I give you a laptop. There's
smoke
email,
signal.
Oh, my producer just said it's very difficult to get in touch with Steve Hilton.
I think that's right.
But it's very easy to watch his show.
Yes.
It's a good one, ladies and gentlemen. It's called The Next Revolution with Steve Hilton, airs Sundays, 9 p.m. on the Fox News Channel. Steve, thanks for being with us, sir.
Good to see you.